Well, good evening, Facebook, and welcome to Hartshead Productions and our evening's live stream. The plan is that I'm going to live stream one of our productions each night whilst we're all stuck inside on lockdown from 8 o'clock. It's not each night, sorry, it'll be every Friday and Sunday. I have had quite a lot of requests, actually, from some of the dance schools that we work with, some of the theatre companies that we work with to show some of their shows, why not? Let's do it. So I'm going to try and get all these planned in, but for the time being, I'm just scheduling a Friday and a Saturday evening at 8, just because this is all still a little bit new to me. I've never really done the whole live streaming thing before, but I'm kind of enjoying it. We're on a new one tonight, so this is the first time that we've live streamed a whole show on Facebook and YouTube. It's a little bit scary. It's a little bit. We might have no watchers. We might have lots of watchers. Who knows? Who knows what the evening will have in store for us? Yes, this evening we have a ghost hunt. The ghost hunt was recorded in 2015. We worked very closely for a long time with a company called Shadows of the Night, with my good friend Claire Priest, and we did quite a lot of ghost hunts, to be honest. Some were more eventful than others. The one that we're playing for you tonight is The Block, which is a place in Staffordshire. Now, I do believe it's not there anymore. I think someone told me that it's been pulled down. It was an old factory that was converted into an airsoft arena. And it was supposedly very, very active. I can tell you it was very, very active. It's probably the first ghost hunt that I recorded anything on that I would come close to saying I can't explain. There were so many things that happened that we actually caught on camera as well. It's an interesting one. It's definitely an interesting one. So yeah, that's 8 o'clock this evening. In the meantime, I'm going to play a few snippets of other things that we've got coming up. I've got some clips from my good friend Dale Wilson, who runs Sound of Springsteen. They are a phenomenal band, and to be honest, they did their first UK tour last year, and they were almost sold out every single night. The standard is just so high. Unfortunately, we've not had the opportunity yet to film an entire show in front of a live audience. We only have the promo videos that we did for them. I have contacted Dale because he has got some footage of some of the shows. So with a little bit of luck, fingers crossed, if Dale can send us one of the shows across, then I'll try my very best to get that edited down and see if we can't do a live Sound of Springsteen, because they're just so good. It seems such a shame that that people aren't able to watch them at the minute, which is the same with a lot of the industry. This is hard times, people. This is hard times. So I'm going to play you a couple of clips. First of all, I'll play you a quick promo for tonight's main feature, which is the ghost hunt. Just a little tempter to whet your appetite. Your appetite? I can't even speak. So you'll have to bear with me as well. I have noticed and I feel like I'm glowing this evening. That's partly down to the fact that part of today, with the nice weather and everything, myself and my sister, because obviously we live next door to one another and we share a garden. So, if I've got the coronavirus, she's got the coronavirus, and it's one of those. We decided to do some gardening, and we've basically created a patio. I've got a feeling I've burnt myself, so if I am glowing, I do apologise. It's not intentional, but it's very hot in here. So here's some tasters for what we've got coming up, and I shall speak to you again very, very shortly.
Said we walk together, baby, come what may. But come the twilight, should we lose our way, as if we're walking, a hand should slip free. I wait for you, should I fall behind, wait for me.
We said that we'd travel, darling, side by side, and we'd help each other stay in stride. But each lover's steps fall so differently. I will wait for you, and should I fall behind, wait for me.
Now everyone dreams of love lasting and true, but you and I know what this world can do.
So let's make our steps clear, so that others may see. I'll wait for you, should I fall behind, wait for me.
There's a beautiful river in the valley ahead. There 'neath the oak's bough, soon we will wed.
If we should lose each other in the shadow of the evening tree, I wait for you, should I fall behind, wait for me.
I'll wait for you, should I fall behind, wait for me.
I'll wait for you, should I fall behind, wait for me.
Oh, I'll wait for you, if I should fall behind, baby, wait for me.
Darling, I'll wait for you, should I fall behind, wait for me. Should I fall behind? Wait for me.
Well, guys, that was The Sound of Springsteen. What an amazing band. Again, unfortunately, you're not able to see them live at the minute for the very reason that we're all in lockdown. So I'm trying my best to bring a little bit of entertainment to you just before our features start. Now, just a quick message for that one that I've had from Sound of Springsteen. If you check them out on Facebook and you look up their page, the guy that played the saxophone solo in the middle of that piece is actually, obviously, like everybody else, he's out of work at the minute. He's not able to make any money, so he's offering online saxophone lessons. So if you or anybody you know is interested in playing the saxophone, or if indeed you've got children, or you've had to obviously give up your lessons for the time being, then please go to the Sound of Springsteen's Facebook page, drop them a message and let them put you in touch with Glenn Johnson. As you can tell from that video, absolutely superb saxophonist. Very, very, very nice guy as well. Worked with him quite a lot. So the next thing I want to do for you this evening before our Ghost Hunter 8 is give you a small preview of what we have coming up tomorrow. So this is, sorry, not tomorrow, on Sunday. So on Sunday we've got the amazing Victor Michael and his band Twisted Anthems. They are doing some superb stuff at the moment. Well, they were doing some superb stuff, obviously in lockdown. They can't do anything at the minute either. So again, I'm trying to help them out. We actually recorded their show 2 weeks ago at a castle in North Wales. I don't want to say the name of the castle. I'm not going to lie to you, because I just know I'll get it wrong. And if I get it wrong, anybody who's Welsh will go mad, and Victor will just, yeah, I'll never hear the end of it. So it's a castle in Wales. So that is live from 8 on Sunday. And here is, if I can just line it up, a quick preview of what we have coming up for you on Sunday.
Well, we'd like to do this one for you. This is Montserrat Cavalier's and Freddie's Barcelona. I had this perfect dream. This dream was me and you. I want all the world to see. This miracle sensation, my violent inspiration. Now my dream is only coming true. Winds a gentle breeze.
here I am again. I'm telling you, I'm definitely burning up. From the sunshine today, you can see my healthy red glow. I may be crispy tomorrow, who knows. Yes, tonight's the Ghost Hunt. It will be with us in just over 10 minutes' time. Now, obviously this week, it's been a difficult week for all. We're having to stay in our houses. It's not the easiest thing in the world. And I've got a lot of friends that have pubs and that run bands and things. Everybody's struggling at the minute to try and... Basically, anybody in the entertainment industry is currently struggling. I have photographer friends. It's the same across the board. So I'm trying my best to try and help people, and I'm also trying to find interesting things, not only to pass my time, but also to pass other people's times. And one thing that I've discovered this week, which I actually joined in on Wednesday, is a new group on Facebook called the Virtual Tavern. Now, I have to be honest with you, the stuff in there, it's like a pub, but online. And it's really funny, the banter that goes on, people ordering drinks, sending message out saying, I'm stuck in the toilet, there's no toilet roll left. It's really good banter, it's really good fun. And on a Wednesday, they do the virtual pub quiz, which on Wednesday, I have to admit, I wasn't intending to get involved on Wednesday. I was just going to watch it and see how it went, but it was really, really good fun. So that's one for all of you. If TV runs out, Netflix can only produce so much. So yeah, when your TV gets a little bit bored and you've not got much else to do, on a Wednesday evening, try out the Virtual Tavern. I have invited lots of people to it, but if there is any more, please give them guys a watch, because to be honest, the two that present it are actually really good fun. There's loads of banter. It's just a really nice place to be. To be honest, it makes me feel like a pub that I'd like to be involved in, which unfortunately, we can't go to the pub at the minute. But I have had a drink tonight, and I may have another one once the show starts. Who knows? So in the meantime, here's another quick snippet of something that we've done recently. Again, this is the Sound of Springsteen. Give them another plug. Why not? It's my show. I can do what I want. And the main show will start at approximately 8 p.m. this evening. So enjoy this, a few more clips, and then hopefully we'll be able to get started. If you know anybody who you think this might be of interest to, please, please, please share the link. Let's get as many people watching this evening as we can. And I shall speak to you again very, very shortly.
I come from down in the valley, when you were young. They bring you up to do like your daddy done. Me and Mary, we met in high school when she was just 17. We'd ride out of this valley down to where the fields were green. We go down to the river, and into the river we dive. Oh, down to the river we ride. Then I got Mary pregnant, a man, that was all she wrote. For my 19th birthday, I got a union card and a wedding card. Jonestown Company. But lately there ain't been much work on account of the economy. Now them things that seem so important, well, Mr. Living is right into the air. I just act like I don't remember. Mary acts like she don't care. I remember us riding in my brother's car, a bloody tan wet down at the reservoir. At night on the bankside, lie awake, we'll pull her close just to feel his breath she'd take. Now those memories come back to haunt me. They haunt me like a curse. It's a dream, a lie if it don't come true. Or is it something worse that sends me down to the river? Though I know the river is dry, it sends me down to the river tonight. Down to the river, my baby and I. Oh, down to the river we ride.
So guys, that was the sound of Springsteen. Now, it's occurred to me that you may all be wondering why my eyes are all over the place. It's taken a lot of getting used to, this live streaming. So basically, I in front of me I have 3 screens. The camera is in front of me with the main screen so that I can see what it is that I'm recording and sending out. However, there is a delay. So I've got the live screen on this side so that I can see what it is that you're watching. I can't look at that for very long when I'm doing this because it's just weird and creepy. And then I've got the control panel for the whole show on this side. So if you do wonder why my eyes keep flicking around, I do apologise. I just realised when I was looking back on my phone that it looks a little bit strange that I keep flicking around. So I do apologise for that. So coming up next, we have the block, so I better use my little control panel here just to get that ready. That is now ready. So that is ready to go. So please, please, please get the share buttons pressed. This should be a good one. It is, I think when I checked, it was 1 hour and 48 minutes. It's probably one of the longest ghost hunts that we've actually recorded because just so much happened. So you've got the intro, the whole video, you've got the intro and who everybody is. Then we do the walk round and they give us an idea of what we should expect that evening. And then it just sort of gets from good to spectacular. Again, apologies. There is some bad language from me and from 1 or 2 of the other people. Emotions are quite heightened on ghost hunts, so please be aware that, you know, it was recorded as live. There's no stooges, there's no play acting. everything that you see in this actually happened on the night. This was originally just a video recording for the people that attended on the evening. Everybody that attended, other than Rob and Claire and myself and my partner Peter, who was also helping me film, everybody is just a member of the public that just goes on these ghost hunts to enjoy the evening and have fun. So guys, please, 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 oh, just one more thing before I go. If anyone is listening, if you have a business and you would like a mention on one of our live streams, then please drop us an email to info@hartsheadproductions.co.uk and we'll quite happily give you a mention. If you've got anything you want to try and let us get in there, then by all means we will do. I always start 30 minutes before the presentation, so it gives me time to give you a quick plug should you need to. So that is enough from me. I do hope you all enjoy this. As again, please do share this with everybody. This is actually a UK premiere. This has never been shown live to anybody outside of the people that actually attended this event. So enjoy this. Our ghosty hunt.
We've got the organiser, we did have the organiser, Claire. There we go, Claire.
I'm just looking for Jade.
You go for Jade, yes. We've got Lisa here to help us, Darren, Wendy, and of course, Mr. Rob Demarest.
Alright, thanks John. John hit upon this briefly, but I want to make it an important point. This is a no-promise event, which means we never advertise and say, hey, there's going to be at least 3 to 4 ghosts present, you're going to see them, you're going to hear them. We can't do that. We don't know what's going to happen. We do not fake anything. So that's good and bad. It's good because if something happens, you know it was legitimate. It's bad because there may be times tonight where you're sitting there thinking, I can't believe you have a kitten in your jacket. There are going to be times tonight that you say, I'm just sitting in the dark waiting for something to happen. I can't believe I actually paid for this. I could have done this at home with the lights out. So that's the bad news. As John said, we will do our absolute best to make sure that if something is going to happen, you are present for it when it does. The other thing that you mentioned briefly that I again want to talk about, because it's happened to me a couple times during these events, is it is okay to get scared. That is okay. What's not okay is when you wind up injuring yourself because you freak out and run in the dark. I have seen it happen 2 times, on at least 2. Happened at Newcastle Keep, and it happened at Jedburgh as well, didn't it?
Did it?
Yeah, somebody, the woman who you were there, when the woman had the shoulder grab.
Yeah, she was getting
Yep.
grabbed on the shoulder.
And what happened? Immediately said, relax, we got people here, we've got camera people, they will guide you out, don't get hurt over it. Again, we are designed, what do we have fight or? Flight. That's right, you guys got bonus points. And the rest of you got none. What kind of crowd is this? So again, very important, don't run away. If you feel uncomfortable, there's nothing wrong with that. Say, hey Rob, I need 5 minutes. My heart's racing. We will have someone take you outside and get you some air, get you water, whatever you need. Okay? The other thing, which some people have heard me do before, is that what I used to do at my events, till arriving back here in the UK, was do a question and answer. Someone told me that, well, that we're more hardcore here in the UK. We just want to get to the investigating. We don't mess around and ask questions. So, just to, yeah, a little national pride there. So just to prove her wrong, I do still take Q&A, and I have found that this is a response I've gotten most times. Listen to this guy talk, we just investigate, this is lame. But I don't care. It just feeds my ego, makes me feel good about myself, and helps me sleep at night. So if there are any questions, general, anything about anything you've seen me do, the equipment I use, the experiences I've had, now is the time to ask those questions. Yes, go ahead. Yes, sir.
What first got you interested in paranormal, and where is the best location worldwide you've ever been?
You know, how I got started is a real easy story. My mom used to take my older sister and I around to all the abandoned houses that were rumored to be haunted in our neighborhood, just to keep my sister from not beating me up that day. So thanks, Mom. So that's how I got started. I did my first investigation at 16. I had someone say that I was a faker today because I said that I've been doing this over 20 years. And they said, it was kind of a backhanded compliment. They said, oh, there's no way you could have been doing it 20 years. You're like 26. I said, oh, bless your heart. So no, I've been doing this over 20 years. Most haunted locations, very difficult to say, just for the fact that it just depends what night you go. I've never been to a location that is incredibly active every single night someone's there. As far as some of my top spots, the War Museum in Malaysia, a monastery I did in Italy was pretty incredible, a mental asylum in Australia that was actually not on Haunting Australia, it was on, we did some events there, and we just got all kinds of activity. I saw something there, I had something charge at me and give me a bit of a fright. We had an investigator get punched in the head, which, as I said the other night, I thought was incredibly funny. If you've seen Haunting Australia, and I guarantee almost no one here has,
Yeah, I've seen it.
there's 2, 3. And 2 out of the 3 are lying just to make me feel better. Bless you guys. Gaurav, the premier investigator from India, we were doing a mental asylum, and he got popped in the back of the head. And just the way he was describing it, I won't do his accent because he's not here and it's not fair and it makes him very angry. But the way he was just going, see, I always want to do the accent. Yeah, I have to stop it. But just he's just the way he sounded like a little kid who was upset, like, you punched me in the head. Okay, that was the accent. So that place was really crazy. We got some insane EVPs there in empty rooms. Myself personally, we had, you know, I say when you do these events, there's always the one big guy whose significant other dragged him along, right? And this dude was a Australian Army Ranger, tatted out, big dude. He's just standing there like this, looking at me. And I was like, I get it, you know, you'd rather be home, you'd rather watch a movie. That guy, he's just stomping around. And he turns a corner and turns back. And he went white. He grabs my hand and goes, feel my chest. I was like, what, you just need an ego boost? You're big, dude, I get it. But his heart was just jumping out of his chest. He said he turned a corner and this white image of a man just rushed right at him. And he came up at the end of the night, broke my hand, just, thank you so much. I was like, nope, a little easier, a little gentler. But yeah, so that place was incredible. And you see, you ask one question, you get 20 minutes of me rambling on and on. Okay, anyone else going to volunteer? Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to know if you ever, in between your public events, do any private ones for yourself?
I do it all the time.
Really?
This is, and I'm kind of an oddity, and I'll pat myself on the back, figuratively, not literally, because my hands are cold. Most people, I hate to say this, yeah, he's not looking on camera. A lot of people you see on TV just do this as a job at this point. I've been doing this before I got paid. I'll do it when I'm not paid. I do more private investigations on my own or with a small team than I do events. I hardly ever do events. Yeah, most people don't know that. And the reason is this, because the other guys take you out and ghost hunt. I just talk all the time. So you can see why I don't do events often. But yeah, I've done, the funny thing is people said like, oh, it must suck because you weren't on GHI anymore that you don't get to do all these locations. And I said, I've done more investigations in more countries after GHI than during. You know, I've investigated in Iceland, I've investigated in Greece, I've investigated up, down, and sideways, yeah. So this is what I do. You know what I mean? Like, this is not my TV occupation. I've done this, like I said, I did my first investigation at 16. So I've been doing this 24 years. You know, so kind of day in, day out, this is me.
Yeah. You finished now?
No, I'm not actually. I'm gonna do it. There is something I want to mention because here's what happens, right? And I'm gonna make this quick, don't worry, is a lot of times people will message me on Facebook after events and say, I really wanted to get a picture with you, but I didn't want to ask and this and that, and I was embarrassed. Nothing embarrassing about it. No, I'm not going to smile, but I don't mind doing pictures whatsoever. The best time, the way that this is going to break down is we're going to split the group in two. One half is going to go with Claire, one half is going to go with me. After about 45 minutes, we will switch.
45 minutes to an hour.
45 minutes? To
an hour.
To 40. And then we will switch. After that, you will get time to investigate anywhere you want. So you
have like an hour's break as well, and then you can go off and wander.
Yeah.
But by ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll always be about like main team members. We'll just be like wandering about.
But you don't mean like one person walk off by
No.
Not that I would. I just
would never ever make you do something that you don't want to do. We're going to start off. We're going to have a walk around because it's our first time here as well.
This is actually coming up the stairs as we do like extra footsteps behind us.
Really?
So like when we started off on the top floor and worked his way back down, walked across the gantry and somebody had followed us down and we heard the footsteps coming round. All the way across the gantry and then into the attics and warehouses. This is the first floor of the office block. Now the next 2 floors above are identical to this one. All 3 are the same. It's just each room is like some are blocked off, but then it's a bit like a maze to work your way through. Now, not many people do these 2 floors. Don't know why. But the last group that came in actually got quite a lot on this floor and the next one up. And they were the first actual group to actually investigate the office floors. So if you want to go and have a walk through. So I did this the other day and the door flung open on me. As I went to grab the handle last week, the door just flew open.
You were by yourself as well?
No, thankfully.
This is the penthouse. Yeah, it's got all the penthouse luxuries.
Whoa. This is your penthouse.
This is the penthouse. Whoa. I like it here.
Up here, you may get knocking on the floor, but just remember there is 3 foot between this floor and the office floor ceiling.
Right.
There's nothing in between.
Right.
So if you've got knocking coming from the floor, it's not from downstairs. Someone banging with a broom or something. Right then, what we'll do, we'll go back down 1 floor and across the gantry, which will take us to the attics, the labs and the warehouses, yeah?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Okay, this is the red room, and make of it what you wish. This one day just randomly appeared in this room. Nobody brought it in. Don't know where it's come from. It just appeared in this room. Okay, so make of it what you wish. This comes in handy. Don't ask me why we've got a trolley. I don't know. A few people fingers on the trolley, and it does lapse. So I will just let you know if you are tall, just be careful because it goes round the curtain and it can go quite quick. So
Right.
just mind your heads if it does start going. Okay. Boo Buddy, K2s, things like that in here. Quite good. Yeah.
Yeah, got one.
Yeah, got Boo Buddies.
Yeah.
Me too.
Marbles, little flashy lights, things like that. Yeah?
Yep.
There is,
Yeah.
there is, if you look just up here, just up there, see that little triangle there?
Yeah.
That's the bar tower. People can go with it as long as it's 2 people at a time.
Yes.
No more than 2.
No more than 2.
Yeah. The glow in the dark ones, see them dotted back? Now, the glow in the dark ones are good for throwing to one end of the warehouse and asking spirits to run back. Quite a few times we have sat in here for a good couple of hours just basically playing with the BBs and just throwing them and you get them coming back at you. So that's good in here. Earlier on, the owners come in for a walk round with his mate, just checking out where I was safe and secure. As they've come into the warehouse, they'd heard somebody with heavy footsteps running. So they'd split up, so one of them come through this way, one of them went through the way we've just come in, and they met up in the centre and there was nobody in here. So, could be fun and games tonight. See now, this alleged spirit on the stairwell has said he wants to be noticed, he wants to be talked about. Somebody will either end up with a neck collar on or a plaster on the leg.
Really?
So for 2 weeks after that, I never went up the stairs because I just had a bad feeling about it.
Yeah, well, it made me feel woozy.
This is the other part of the attic. Nobody seems to investigate this side of the attic yet. This is more active than the other part, but nobody seems to do it. I don't know why. So maybe we're trying it tonight. This is the part they call dark corridor, because once the lights are off, it's pitch black. You can't see them. The labs is a bit like a morgue, as you'd call it.
Is it actually labs? Laboratories?
Dummies under sheets.
All right, they just call it.
Yeah, it's just what they call it, the labs.
Welcome to my penthouse, ladies and gentlemen.
It's either the best tool in the world or the most irritating thing on the planet because it sits there and you'll hear it going 1, 2, 3, and hopefully you'll get a voice saying 4, 5, carrying on, it'll ask, things like that.
Just plonked in the corner.
It does have, now, the green belly is a temperature sensor, alters, and it'll say, if you hear it say, oh, it's getting cold in here, that's because the temperature's dropped, oh, it's getting hot in here, the temperature's risen. When it stops flashing, the little red paw...
Well, you not got to touch its little paw to stop it.
I don't know, just let it run out, it just stops eventually. Oh, okay, my mistake. Okay, now it's stopped, so if something touches it... Go on, shoot. Sorry. If anything touches it, the red paw lights up. See? So, there we go.
It is, it's quite a little funny little boo bear.
Yes.
Yeah, but what we're going to start off with, John?
I believe we'll get a circle going, will we, and start going out and try and get a bit of
Yes,
energy
is
going.
everybody alright that? Get a bit of energy going, see if we can get these buggers to kick off tonight.
As long as that's how to start them off. Good on you, buggers.
Everyone good? Comfy, cozy?
Yeah.
To anyone who is here and present, the first thing we want you to understand is that we are not here to bother you, harm you, trick you, or trap you. We're here to learn more about you and to attempt to communicate with you. As you can see, a number of people who have come here tonight to communicate with you have devices in their hands with the lights. You can see them here, there, and everywhere. If you go near these devices, more lights should come on and we can use that to attempt to communicate with you. But that being said, use whatever is best for you. If it's knocking or banging, whispering, touching one of our hands, all of that is okay. Now the first thing I'd like to do is attempt to record your voice. And I know this could be a little confusing, but this small box that I'm holding in my hand can do just that. We can record your voice and hear what you want to tell us. So what I would ask you to do is when a small red light comes on, to come forward and answer the questions. First of all, could you tell us your name? It sounds a little bit like the time-honored classic of Get Out. Okay? Get Out.
What I'm going to ask us to do for starters is try and relax. So let's close our eyes. Deep breath in through his noses. Hold it for a few seconds. Open that strap up with that door. After doing that, I'd like to be aware of the surroundings. I'd like to be aware of the surroundings. Try and get in tune with the atmosphere. Be aware of what's around us. I'd like us all to try and imagine a big ball of energy. I'd like to concentrate on energy from your left hand. Pass it through your body to your right onto the person next to you. And I'd like to pass that around the circle. Keep it going around and around, trying to build up any energy we might have to offer.
Can you make a noise for me?
We're calling out to any spirits might be in here with us. If you'd like to come forward and let us know that you're present.
Is that wind?
It's got to be, surely.
I had to pull the door open to get in.
Do you want me to try it?
It's not. I don't think we're going to be able to shut it. Always got.
Okay.
There, it's the best I can do.
How does everybody feel up here? Is there anybody that's open to spirit?
Yeah.
Who's this up?
Me.
All right. Sorry, I'm looking the other way. How are you feeling up here?
I'm alright at the moment. I am just developing now, so I'm not,
Yeah.
bells singing, dancing, and that kind of thing. But
Mhm.
I feel okay at the moment. But when you don't, it's like bang, it's there kind of thing.
Yeah. Are you all right up here, Wind?
I just, when we come in here from anywhere else, I just felt like the whole of your chest was closing up.
Mhm. Yeah.
Do you know what time it is?
I feel like there's already about 3 in here.
Okay, I want to explain to the person that told us to get out that we understand we're guests here. We understand that you're here all the time and we're just visiting. So we want to be respectful. We want to give you your space. But at the same time, we can't just leave because you said get out. Is there a message you want to convey to us? Whoa!
That was a big one.
He's improving on his get outs. And again, I think everyone pretty much heard that, but just because I think it was a great catch. Yeah, that was pretty loud.
I know it probably sounds a bit bizarre, but you know when you get like discs of metal, and they've got like numbers punched into them.
Right.
So it's not coins. It doesn't feel like it's like a coin money, like minted money. But it's like there's different sizes. You know, you'd have weights and measures.
Yeah.
So there's like different coins and there's like different metals as well. I'm just seeing like this. It looks like a little leather bag of these coins, and somebody's kind of like, you know, when you get money and you sort of drop it in between your hands.
Yeah.
So I'm doing this with you guys are this like it's really bad. But it's like there's something to do with these spheres of metal with numbers sort of like punched into them. And I'm not too sure why.
Okay. Now come on, is that right? Do those metal tokens mean something to you? Round metal tokens with numbers?
Do you feel like it's that guy from over there, or it's a different one?
No, it's it.
I think when I'm seeing his face, he looks a bit scatty. Does that make sense? His eyes are like wide open. I don't know.
Oh, he's a bit wired. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Much Red Bull. Okay.
Yes, to her. He's like, I like too much Red Bull when your eyes are going to pop out of your head. And it's his hair as well. It seems to be a bit wild. It's like got greyish hair.
That was on, and it went black, like it had been switched off. So I do that. Even that's not right at all. Okay.
Let's just cut right to the chase. Are you touching this woman's camera? Yes or no? Strange whisper.
What was it?
Yeah.
Like, yes, they are. It sounds like, yes, they are.
Okay.
Yes, they are. It sounds like a very different voice, which means that we may have more than one person present.
I know what it is now. It's almost like it's used for gambling.
All right.
All right.
And I want to go back to like World War II.
Yes.
Right.
Maybe a bit around that time. Because I'm feeling really itchy. I feel like I'm wearing clothes that are really uncomfortable.
Yes.
That green khaki kind of, which made like Hessian almost. It's not Hessian, but
It's, you know, when you get things, it's like I feel like that because that takes me. I always get that feeling when I feel like I'm in the Second World War.
Right. Would you like to try calling out?
I'll give it a go, but can't.
None of us can. If you feel comfortable doing so, you ought to ask.
Okay, I ask with the greatest of respect for our spirit friends that might be close with us now. Please, if you could find the energy within yourself and also ourselves, if you could draw close and make yourselves known to us, please. Yes, actually. Bobby. Sorry, I have to say Bobby as well.
Bobby.
To the person who was willing to interact with us, you said, yes, they are playing with the camera. How many of you are here? Can we get everyone here to speak on this recording? When you see the red light, can everyone speak? Sounds like another get out at the beginning. But there's someone else too. It sounds like two voices before, and I've had that happen.
I don't know if it was in here or when we was walking through back at getting a William.
That's what I'm thinking, yes.
Yeah.
Go on then, is there a Bobby or a William here, or anybody else? But Bobby, William, if you're here, that's this where you used to gamble? Please come forward and let us know you're here. Please come and communicate with us.
The person telling us to get out, if that's all you're going to communicate with us, you're free to go to somewhere else in the building. We would like to speak to the person who is willing to communicate with us. Do you understand? Yes. Yes, and then what's the second one?
Sounds like a name. I don't know, Aaron or something.
It says Danny.
Yeah. Is there Danny here?
I'm not the, unless my mom lied to me. Could we just verify that your name is Danny? Yes, Danny. Yes, Danny. Okay, Danny. Thank you for being the person who's going to communicate with us.
Shall we spread everybody out into the four corners and just sit and see if we can get anything going?
Does anyone want to volunteer to stand outside the door?
Yeah.
Was that you're going to stand outside the door?
I'm happy to go with somebody if Claire's all right in here. If
No, we'll just leave somebody out by themselves. Do you want to go out by yourself outside the door?
Why, aye.
Go on.
Take the plate.
Go on,
Go
lad.
in your little pub seat if you just want to like spread out.
Okay, Danny. Here's the important question. Danny, why are you here? Because I can't get out.
Oh no. When you was playing that, I felt quite like emotional.
Why are you trapped here? What is, you can't get out. What is keeping you here? Sounds like our original friend is returned.
I'm sure there's a
strange noise coming from behind me.
What kind of a strange
I don't know,
noise?
like a... I'd say, I don't know, whether it's like a packet moving or...
Uh-huh.
No, sounds, I don't know, I can't describe it. It's a few times now I've heard it.
Yeah.
Go on, thank you. If that's you making noises and bangs and bumps, that's brilliant, thank you. But we need to be sure that it's you that we're communicating with. We need to know it's you and not something else. If you could please make a noise that is definitely you, very loud, that we can all hear it, please.
Oh, it's getting a little more immediate.
Yeah.
Now he says, get out now.
There's some sort of clicking noise or something coming from not quite where you're standing, but just to your...
Yeah, I heard
side.
clicking before, and then there was another click when Rob was talking.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a gentleman who's standing away on his own in the corner. Is anyone near him? Either the gentleman who wants to get out now, get us to get out now, or Danny. Is there someone standing over there near him? Get back.
Get back.
Tough call.
I feel like he doesn't want up here now.
Okay.
How are you feeling, Wendy?
I've still got that really big pain in the back near the kidney area.
Uh-huh. You see, mine's gone on my left-hand side.
No, I've still got it.
Come on, if that's you doing that to Wendy, try do something else. If you can do that, I'm sure you can do something else. Come and tell us why you're still wandering about up here.
Okay, so we're gonna throw these BBs, and we're gonna try and be really quiet and listen to see if anything comes back. All right? Can you throw one of the BBs back to us? I feel like I'm almost on it. Oh, look.
Your chair will be thrown away in a minute.
Something good. Who just touched my elbow? Danny, did you just touch me, or is it the other gentleman? I want you to prove to me that I'm not losing it here. Can you do the same thing to someone else? The way you touched my elbow, can you do it to someone else now?
What was that? Was that you?
No, I'm standing still. I did hear it creaking.
Can you touch someone else's elbow? What the fuck?
Oh, that was me, sorry.
Oh. Right after I said something that touched my elbow, you thought that was a good idea?
This light is going down. Sorry.
Can someone switch places with me? I don't trust him now. This gave me a damn heart attack. I'm not a young man anymore.
If we can establish somebody's here, but a little green light at just over there in the middle of the room. If you could please walk up to it and touch it, reach out to it, so make it light up, just so we know that somebody is here, please. There's nothing to be worried about, nothing to be afraid of. We come with the greatest of respect.
Icy cold.
My Alexa.
Is that bear's hand supposed to go red?
It goes red when it's been touched.
Oh, it just did about 3 times.
Did it?
I'm looking over at it.
Oh, hang on,
That's what's fun now.
hang on, green light. I'm looking at the wrong green light, perhaps.
I know, that's
Thank
it.
you, well done. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Tell you what, that green light in the corner, you've gone for the bear, have you? Can you touch it again if you've gone for the bear, please? If that's you and you've... I see what's happened here, I'm seeing that...
Yeah,
green
we're
light.
too busy fixated
Yeah.
on the key too.
If you've gone to the big green light in the corner, the little bear, if you could reach out and touch it again, please. The red light should come on. If you can touch that bear for us again to let us know you're here, please. Something's moved it already a few times.
53, 52.
Has it?
Yeah.
Can you touch my tummy?
So that's picking up that it's been touched, isn't it?
There you go, it's just gone off.
Has it?
Yep.
So the temperature's dropping over here, isn't it, Diane?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
red paw just lit up.
51.
Did it really?
Yeah, I've seen that as well.
Right, okay.
See, John, the temperature's
There it goes
dropped.
again.
Gone off again.
It's gone again. Right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, we'd like to see if we can establish communication with you. If we can talk to you, please. Can you light up the paw? Can you touch the bear to make the red light come on, if that's okay? If you're happy to do that, can you make it go red, please, by touching it?
Absolutely freezing on my left hand.
It has gone bitterly cold over here.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, can we try something else? If it's not asking too much, what I would like is you to touch it once and make it light up for yes, and maybe you can do it twice in a row for no. So, can you do that, please? Can you light it up once to say that yes, you can do that, please? And you're happy to do that, of course.
Perfect. Thanks for making it cooler.
Danny, you said you can't get out. Why can't you leave this place? Couldn't hear the first beginning of it, but clearly at the end we got our familiar refrain. Yep. Listen, my friend, you've told me to get out and told this group to get out over and over and over. I don't believe in provocation, so I'm not going to challenge you and try and act like Billy Badass because I think you can't affect me. I understand you want us to leave. We will leave in a couple of hours. That being said, you don't need to just keep repeating, get out. Anyone care, now, to put myself out there a little bit, does anyone care to wager what is going to be said when we play this recording?
Get out now.
You guys are practically experts. I'm be stunned if it said welcome. Okay.
That was more than get out.
Yep. I can't get out something, everybody, something of that effect.
I just keep feeling like someone's playing with my hair.
Do you know what? When I
Claire
sat
said
down
that
here, I
before.
was getting the shivers and felt like somebody was touching my hair, and I thought,
But do you know what? I've got loads of gel on it, so it's like...
That's me. I thought of it taking a liking to me dodgy hairstyle.
It just
Nothing
feels...
happens.
49.6.
It's dropping.
It's dropping quite quickly then, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
What's that, like 6 degrees in 2 minutes?
It was 53 and it's gone down to 49.
Or 4 degrees.
Well, I took my coat off before because it was too warm and freezing.
Yeah.
I know. Are you still going to give us your coat now, Scott?
Now, come on. Mal, are you alright out there? Mal? Are you okay?
Did you fall asleep?
I'm going to tell you guys something. We are well on the way to the most get-outs I've ever recorded. In one, I mean, normally you get 1 or 2, but man, get out, get out, get out. Okay.
You just trying to tell us something.
Yeah, it's almost like there's a message there. I want to check something. I was kind of hinting at it before. Danny and the gentleman who wants us out. If we move to another section, Danny, could you come with us? And the other gentleman, you would be happy. Is that okay? We'll move. Just yes or no? Okay, I want you to tell me if I'm nuts here. You ready? When you listen, there's the first part, I don't know what it says. The second part to me sounds like I'm not dead.
Picking up on somebody in a uniform, military uniform, a young man the ladies think's handsome. Surely that should make you want to interact.
44.
Whoa. Oh my good lord.
What's wrong?
There is an icy blast right here. Just put your hand there. If anyone's nearby, put your hand
You've got that on,
right
Diane?
there.
No, I've got it on the floor.
There's an icy channel right here.
Did you not hear the bum 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 bum?
No.
Where was that?
Well, I don't know. That's what we thought Scott was reacting to.
I heard it, Jonathan heard it.
Where did you hear that?
I thought, oh, your way, what must be in the middle of the room. But I thought that's what Scott was reacting to.
No. No, there was. It was like somebody with, ice cold fingers, literally just brushed right past me.
Right.
When we were driving down here, and down again, when I'm driving at places, I get names. And like even when I got here, I was getting stronger. I was getting it as clear as day. Helena?
It's just gone icy cold here now.
I've just
When
seen
you
a
just
shadow.
said that, I've gone freezing.
Helena. Because you remember when we did the broom hole in the Gilbert and you were all taking the mickey?
Yes.
And I got that like even when I wasn't, even before we even got into Penrith. And it was stronger when we got the broom hole. That's what it's like tonight with that Helena, a young lady.
I feel like I'm surrounded.
I've seen a couple of shadows going towards you, Scott.
I do. I feel like I'm surrounded.
I'm not quite sure what's happened to her up here. I'm starting to, do you know when your mood kind of changes, Wendy? When I went from that like scatty bloke before to Helena, I feel kind of different. I actually feel it. God, tearful.
To clarify, did you just tell us that you're not dead? Danny, you're not dead? What? Something. The good thing is, by tone of EVP, you can kind of get the mood and what's coming up. I think something is going to make, and you guys are going to go, oh, he's trying to do this to scare us. I've seen this gimmick. I think something's going to make an attempt to really make us want to leave. I'll play that one again.
Danny, you're not dead.
What did it say?
Can't tell. But whatever it is, it's getting a little more aggressive with its intent.
Well, I'm trying to work out why I had a massive draft come straight past me just then. I don't know if there's anything anybody.
Yeah, I think it's ramping up its attempt to. I mean, to be fair, well, yeah, it did give us enough warning.
Now, if there's any spirits with us here tonight, got a different group of people here now, different energies. Can you step forward into the circle, please? Gives a sign that you're here. Come on, come forward into the middle of a circle. You can bang on something or make a noise, let us know you're here.
Danny, a new group of people have joined us. Would you be willing to say hello to them? You hear that in the back? Yeah.
Either sounded like, you know, when somebody's stomach goes grr, or it was like a no, that kind of thing. It was
Your
like
stomach
a,
says no?
No, it didn't say no. No, but you know how you can hear one thing and it can be taken maybe a couple or 2 or 3 ways.
Yeah, it was distant enough that I didn't.
I just thought it was a motorbike or a loud engine of some description.
Okay, so let's see if Danny will come forward and say hello to everyone, or we may get the other gentleman. Whoa!
Okay.
Oh, that is not our Danny.
See, that's what I heard over there, but that was amplified. That's what I was trying to say.
So, again, for the people in the peanut gallery.
My back feels colder.
Does it?
Does it?
Okay.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Like my elbows are sticking out, my elbows are cold.
Right.
Fucking it is moving. So
Yeah. Actually, the floorboard I'm on, I'm not moving.
You're not moving at
No,
all?
no.
Okay. Okay, if that is you. Is that somebody's footstep there?
No, it's the floorboard I'm on.
It's the floorboard you're
But
on,
I'm
you're not
my
moving?
feet, no.
Okay, thank you. If that is you, can you please...
Just done it again.
Sorry?
It's just done it again. I can feel the floorboard as well. Yeah.
I'm not moving my feet.
Nope.
I'm going to ask for Danny again. Danny, we want to speak to you because you say more than get out. Danny, could you communicate with us? For the people in the back, we're going to hear another of our wonderful quick get-outs. And then something after that.
That could be. Right, we've got Sarah in the circle now. Obviously you want her, you've been pushing her forward.
That is making a very strange noise. Can you really make that squeak? If you touch it, it'll make a really loud squeaking noise.
I am freezing cold now.
I'm cold. It's cold. It absolutely is, isn't it, Scott? It's like...
That was me.
I do feel like something bad has happened to her on these premises and I can't pinpoint where. Are you alright, Wind?
Yeah, I asked Scott before, has someone been hungry here?
Is that what you got? I've got that when Jeep was taking me around.
Oh, we're talking at Helena, is Helena been wrong or somebody else? I'm not sure.
My light's dimming now, hasn't it? I think it's
Yeah,
you're brand new, that was.
Yeah, like mine was.
Come on, come forward. Is that right? Was somebody being hung or hung themselves here? Is that right? Can you come forward and let us know? Give us a very definite sign, please.
Rob, can I just ask you, when you said that Danny said he's not dead,
Mhm.
have you ever heard of that where it says people talk about layers of dimensions, that are we haunting them or are they haunting us? Are they seeing us as ghosts in the timelines that cross
Did you
over?
watch The Others with Nicole Kidman?
No.
You've never seen that movie,
No.
really? Oh, that's the plot of the movie. I just ruined it, by the way. I don't disagree with you. There's certainly a possibility that they're wondering what we're doing here. You hear a lot of times with ghost hunting that what is one of the things that stirs up a lot of activity? Construction. So why would that be? Because to them, suddenly things are moving around their house and walls are disappearing and there's banging and knocking. To them, it would seem like a haunting. Danny, do you know what a ghost is? Empty.
Come on, thank you, if that's you, but can you give us something much more definite? Can you please let us know without a shadow of a doubt that it's you? You come into the middle of the circle. We've got Sarah here in the middle.
I don't mind if you want to like touch me, hold my hand or anything.
There you go.
She's been all excited to see us today, haven't you,
Oh,
Sarah?
yeah.
For weeks now.
Yeah.
Come on, she's quite friendly, she's not going to hurt you, she'd like to say hello.
Okay, to Daniel the gentleman, or again, anyone else that might be listening, you know, we totally respect being in your presence, and we would love to know something a little bit more about you. So if you would, please come forward to this device I've got in my hand and give us your voice, please.
You did it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you didn't get any EVPs.
Damn!
That's because you're enclosed.
Yeah. Are you ladies
Right, so who's looking in through the door?
What?
Yeah.
Who's looking in through the gap in the door?
Nobody.
Why have you seen something? Yeah, I'm jumping to put my torch on it.
Now, if there's somebody at the door, please let
I've
yourself
just
in.
seen somebody's head moving at the door.
Can you see within night vision?
Hello? Is anybody here? Is anybody here? Can you make a noise?
I think it's followed him. That's flashing. I kept thinking when you were holding hands there that it kept going in the shadow like somebody was standing in between you. But I thought maybe it's because of the way I was sitting, maybe, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But just kind of where he said he felt uncomfortable, the reason I mention it is because it looked like somebody was standing there.
Did you see that as clear as do, Wendy, that head came through there?
I swear to God, I actually thought there was someone stood at the door because the head was moving at the door.
Come on, if there's somebody there, we know you were outside the door of the last group. We heard you. Don't be shy, please come on in. We've all come to say hello, we're very interested to meet you.
My legs have gone freezing.
We want to let you know right away that we're not here to harm you, bother you, trap you, trick you. We just want to communicate with you. We seem to understand that there's a child here, present in the room. I know you're scared, I know you're confused. Trust me, we just want to talk to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on this small box. You'll see a red light come on. If you talk to me when you see the red light on, we'll be able to hear your voice and we can play it back. So I'd like to turn that on now so you can talk to us. There's no reason to be shy. All these BBs that are around here, we were told earlier that you can move them. So I'm going to throw a couple into this room behind me, and all I ask is you roll or throw one back. Okay, can you roll one back to me? one of these days it's going to work. Just once. I've been doing this 20 years. I guess one more. It's not too much to ask. I didn't say full-body apparition. I guess I'd throw the BB. You just kicked that one? Damn it.
Please show us that you are here by helping us try and move this table.
Come on, we want this table rocking. We want the legs lifting off the floor in the end. We'd like to see all the legs off the floor. So if you can start by small vibrations, use the energy. Use the energy around the table. Little vibrations to start with. Rock it backwards and forwards.
What is the message you want to tell this group? Whoa! That was serious gummy bears rattling in your stomach. Okay. Just to be clear, if there's something that sounds really demonic at the end of this recording. Yeah. Okay. Before that happens. No. We can hear you, but we can't make out what you're saying. Instead of me asking a question again, I'm just going to turn this device on and you say whatever you want. Okay. The very first thing, real quick at the beginning, to me it sounds like I died. Yeah. Now that growling at the end, I would wager is another get out of the 4,000. It sounds like, well, one voice says I died, and then there's a barking growl that sounds like now get out.
Any spirits are here with us? There's the same people in there that was listening to us, maybe poking through the door.
I feel sick here.
My stomach's
I feel really dizzy.
I feel really sick.
We've come out to see you. You were poking your head through the door, we think. Look what we're doing. We've come out to see you. Alright, come on, come forward.
Go on, Scott, you call out.
If there is somebody here with us and you wish to communicate, can you make the table rock from side to side? Can you make the table vibrate? Can you do something with this table using our energies? Build our energies, little movements to begin with. I'm just tingling all over. I have been ever since I walked through the door. If you are here with us, use our energies.
I just feel sick.
Show us that you're here.
Funny smell. Yeah, that's making me
There is a funny smell in here, isn't there?
I thought I could smell burning before.
I'm just, like I say, I'm tingling all over.
Is it?
I could smell like burning, and I thought,
If there is somebody here with us, can you use our energies and rock the table from side to side? It does feel like it's moving, but I could just be swaying.
What do you think?
Move it a little bit more so we know which
I've got a headache going from there to there. But
Use
like
our
bang in the
energies.
middle, like
Move it from side to side.
in the head as well.
Keep going.
Are you allowed to tell us what happened after you died? Can you say what happened after you died? Am I getting conditioned to hear Get Out at this point? You guys, it was not how it stopped. It was repeated. Sounds like after the second one, there's a quick Get Out, then it sounds like Get Out, Leave. Wow. I've, you know, I mean, fair enough, I've been told to get out in countries around the world, but tonight, someone is really, does not want us present.
With that last one, I just felt like quite a really strong wave come over me. It's just, it's bizarre. It's like, you know, when something chokes you. But I'm just trying to fathom why I feel like that. I'm standing fine. I don't feel ill or anything like that. It just felt like with that one, I felt quite overwhelmed with it. It seemed quite sad and subdued.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, and that happens to me as well now and again. Well. You get like it feels like your body is suddenly a pane of water, and you just get like a wave feeling go through you. It has happened to me.
It's happened to me.
Huh?
It's happened to me before, a long time ago.
I'm tingling like there's no tomorrow.
You always tingle.
keep the energies going. If there is somebody with us, can you move that just twisted? If there is someone, thank you. Keep going. Keep moving the table for us. Use our energies. You can feel the energy moving into the table. Keep the table moving. You move it faster. You can make this table rock it over if you can. I can feel you with us. Keep going. The lights are coming on that gadget. Keep moving the table as fast as you can. Use all of our energies. Anyone else feel like the table is moving?
Minimal, yeah. Rocking a bit from that side. Rocking, yes.
If you can move the table faster, use our energies, really push the table. Give the table a really good push. Is it me or did I just move a lot? It could be me.
You died, but you're still here. Are you a ghost? Okay. Yes, now get out. Everyone in this room wants to know more about what happens when you die. Can you share some insight, some knowledge of that with us before we go? We're not moving in. We're not going to stay here forever. We are going to get out. But we want to know what happened to you. Do you remember what happened after you died? Can you tell us? Now you hear that sharp stuff at the end? Ignore all that. Listen to the very beginning. I'm dead. Sir, that doesn't help us. We understand that, but if you're dead, how can you still be here? Get out of here.
Voices in the background. It sounds like they're on like a shop floor, as in like not a supermarket shop floor, but like a workplace shop floor. Like there's something going on.
Yeah, you got.
In the background.
There's this particular recorder. Unfortunately,
Picking it up on stuff.
well, it's not picking up radio waves. That's the way that people have tried to explain the EVPs. Unless, is there anyone here from this town? Is there a radio DJ that just loves? He's called the Get Out DJ. You know, joining you again from 108.5, the Get Out.
I've just moved that device over to the other side of the table, and the first thing he did was go yellow.
That's actually a really sensitive device.
Mm-hmm.
Far more than a K2 meter.
Yeah, K2 meters, yes.
Can you shake the table instead of rocking it so we can feel it more?
Well, did nobody else hear that?
What was that?
Yeah, I
outside?
thought it was outside, but it might not. I don't know.
Because there's a window just there.
Yeah, that's right. It could be outside.
So it wasn't through in that room?
Did you hear anything in there?
No.
Okay.
Come on, the spirits that are connected to this building, come forward and connect with us through the table. Just
Okay, that is really cold coming down like that.
It's icy?
It's like that.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if the temperature
The bottom's moved.
You alright, Scott?
No, I'm actually feeling sick.
Do you want to go outside?
No, I'm fine.
I asked this before. I'm not sure I want to do it again, but I am. I did this in Peru. Can you tell me then what is going to happen to me after I die? I just can't hear. You know, sometimes you're thankful when you get one you can't hear. When I asked that question down in Peru, I said, where am I going to go after I die? And it said, to hell. And I think that's one that always stuck with me. You know, the other one we did is I don't know if you guys saw the episode GHI, but we did a hospital in the Philippines. And we got a very clear EVP asking for help. So Dustin and I, after we had finished, went down and we're just talking to the spirits that might be there. And I actually had a recorder running in my hand, and we finished the episode and left the Philippines. But I said, perhaps the best thing we can do to help you is let you know that the war is over. And I went back and I listened to that recording after the show was finished, and you get a very clear man's voice saying, who won? And so that's that EVP and the one telling me where I'm going after I die are the two that really stick with me to this day.
Right, come on, let's see if we can get this table moving before we go into a break. God, I'm shivering. Are you not freezing in there? It's like...
But it feels like something's like walking around, going back and forward.
Come on, if that's you walking around making the temperature drop like that, can you move the table? Just start off with nice, simple, slight little rocks. And get this table tipping right over. Can you tip the table right over? Stand it on 2 legs.
You tipping it towards me before can you do it again?
Does everyone know the story of the Tower of Babel? What? Not a lot
I think
of...
that's a big no.
Not a lot of Bible readers here. Essentially, the story is from the Bible, and I'm not a Bible thumper by any means, but everyone spoke the same language, and they decided to build this tower to get to heaven. And in the story, God smashed the tower and created hundreds of languages so that man could never work together so much that he could raise that kind of tower again. And the reason I'm bringing the story up is because I really do believe that, you know, they talk about the veil. I believe there is a barrier there, and some answers just won't come through. If this person who's here with us in the room can understand us and can answer questions, why is it that when you ask what happened after you died, anything about that time period after their death, there's no answer? Next question.
Are you with loved ones?
Good question. Well, you heard the question. That's good news. Okay, we got an answer that we could actually hear.
What did it say?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Now you guys, I want you to remember something. Years from now, when you were at that moment where you could talk to someone who actually died, you were all quiet. Please. More to ghost hunting than just saying, can you knock twice again? This is, if we can get an answer, you'd know more than almost anyone else on Earth.
If there's anybody, any spirit people with us tonight, would you like to use our energies and please move this glass? If you want to use our energies and just move the glass, maybe towards the light here. If you can show us that you're here and move the glass to the light here, to the torch, please. I can feel you trying.
Is it vibrating?
Lily, yeah. If you can just use your energies and just show us that you're here, and please move the glass to the touch, to the light.
Just moving slightly.
Slightly, yeah.
What was that, good?
Yeah, if you can move, if you can move the glass, if you can move the glass to the light, please, just to show us that you're here. You're doing really well. Can you please make an effort? Please show us that you're here, and please move the glass towards the light if you can.
That glass just twisted then.
It did, it twisted.
I felt it did move.
And that twisted in a way that none of you could have done that.
No, it like went round.
Yeah,
thank you.
Can you do that again?
Can you do that again for us, please?
It looks like it's trying.
Can you try?
Looking
Just
on
move
two
it
lights.
any way you like.
3 lights.
Yeah,
Any way you like, you do it. We're not telling you what to do anymore. You move the glass.
that's it. Thank you.
Come on, a little bit more.
2 lights up there.
A little bit more. We don't care how you move it.
Yeah,
just
let's move it for us, please. Yeah.
Go on a little bit more. And more.
Just to show you
Go
here,
on.
just move it, please.
Some more. How about if you move it to the edge of the table? Can you do that? I don't believe you can.
I can feel you trying. Use our energies, please.
Scared me to death.
I felt you moving the glass somehow. How do you want to move it? Do you want to do it in circles? Move it left to right? There we go. Did you hear that? We've only got 5 more
I'm
minutes.
shaking. I'm literally shaking.
It's really cold.
We've got five
And I thought it
minutes.
was warmer here. It was in there.
So from your point of view, where you are now, looking at how things are here with us living, do you have some advice for us on things that we could do better?
Good question.
It's like it's a pattern of, you know, it's like it's a reply.
You can hear enunciation, but you can't make out the syllables. Well, you guys have been incredibly patient. Now we can head down and you can have really odd tasting sandwiches.
If there is somebody here with us, can you speak to us? Can you say your name into this box? What the
that could have
actual
been
fuck?
me. That could have been me.
How could that have been you?
Oh, did it?
Awesome.
Oh, bloody hell.
What did that say? It sounded like a... Yeah, so... Brian.
Brian.
Does sound like Brian, though.
Yeah. Hello, Brian. Can you tell us how old you are by talking into the box, please?
Are you happy for us to be here?
Say F off.
That sounded like fuck off, didn't it?
Yeah, let's do it again. Yeah, it did sound like that.
That definitely sounded like fuck off.
Mm.
Hey,
That was incredibly rude.
Yeah.
If you want us to leave, can you say it again clearly and louder?
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going back.
Hey, let's tell Bob and finish. Show Bob.
Oh, Christ.
I can sort of torch on, please.
Scared.
I'm actually quite scared.
I'm scared now.
Can I have a torch?
Guys, this thing is going fixed. We've got 3.
Hey, you've got 4.
Yeah, can we go? Let's go. Let's go. Bye bye. See ya, I'm off.
Even mine went to 2, that's the first time.
Whoa! Are you serious? Those matters?
Yes, I know, I heard it. Shit.
Let's go. Go, go, go.
If you want to wander off and something like explore by yourself, see somewhere you feel anything you want to investigate, take some pictures, have a quick look around, and then we'll walk around. Make sure you're all alright, see if there's anything you want to try. If people get something in one area, we'll say, hey, come over here, this is happening. But what you tend to find, we'll take the clip in one area, EVPs and enough.
Yo. Oh my fucking god.
Shaking?
Seriously, listen to this.
He threw
It sounds like fuck off. And as we walked out, something got launched down the stairs at us.
This thing went off the scale.
Yeah, mine flipped a couple.
Everything just went absolutely mental. I am absolutely crapping it.
Let's go.
It sounded just like it said fuck off. The one before it says a name sounds like Brian.
The one before it was...
The one before it said, what was the one before it? That's the one that said fuck off.
Yeah.
And the one before that was Brian. That was it, yeah? Fuck off. That was definitely fuck off. That was in them stairs where I told you I got a funny feeling. Just right at the top of them stairs. And then it launched something at him as we went down.
It did, we got a Stoke out. So.
I've never shifted so fast in my life.
You said don't run, that didn't work. That advice of not run. I didn't. We didn't run.
I don't mind going back up there, but we have to go back up there in numbers.
Go back up, God, I'm going to come up. I'm coming up.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, you've just managed to scare us off, so we brought some friends as backup. If you really don't want us in here, can you tell us you don't want us in here into this box? Come on, you know you spoke to us before. Shout at us. Tell us to get out and we'll probably do it.
I'm going really dizzy up here.
I have.
If that is you, come and speak to us. Come and tell us. Tell us what your name is. Is it Brian? I'm not sure that's picked anything up, to be honest.
Can you tell us you don't want us in here into this box? Come on, you know you spoke to us before. Shout at us. Tell us to get out and we'll probably do it.
And that was you two.
If that is you, come and speak to us. Come and tell us. Tell us what your name is. Is it Brian?
Nothing.
So was this where
Yeah. And the thing is, well, this detected Brian, so it went off when this was talking. So
we were just stood in this order. There's three of us.
Yeah.
Here,
just the three of you.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's cold in here.
It is. I really, really don't like it in this room.
If there is somebody here with us,
I feel like somebody's going to get us, like bumpers.
I feel a bit anxious.
I really do.
If there is somebody here with us, can you speak into the box? Make the red light go off. You did it once before. Come and speak to us. Come and tell us. If you want us out of here, tell us to get out. I don't think you can do it anymore. I think you were just picking on the three of us. Now there's more of us. I think you're a bit of a bully. I don't think it's picking anything up.
My legs are shaking.
Mine are.
It is really oppressive up here.
Oh, wait a minute.
That could be my phone.
Could be.
Hey,
we're getting three.
It was free when you stood over there before. Is there something electrical over there?
Is it off?
Oh, hang on. It could be the fire thing.
Yeah.
Possibly, but...
Yeah, you see. It's a fire thing.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
I think he's laughing to you, and
I
think he's
really feel shit up here.
My throat and
I feel quite
everything.
intimidated, actually.
It takes a lot to intimidate us, doesn't it?
I do feel
It really does.
That, I mean, what we just went through was just, that was like, wow, like, made someone did it its best.
That was...
No, this is the feeling that I get. I feel intimidated by...
Yeah. By this guy?
Yeah.
Knock on the door, see if it opens.
No.
Is he in there?
Oh, there you go, John. That's what they say, that's how the story goes. You're not going to...
I'm just shutting my pants then. I've had one good EVP that said, what was it? It said never, yeah.
It said what?
Never.
Never to what?
I'm trying to think what we said, what we asked. Yeah, oh, you can tell us. Yeah. His name, never.
Never?
Could be Neville.
And then I got a really horrible farty smell.
Did you?
Well, it's not a good sign, is it?
Have you been trumpeting privately?
SBDs. Darren.
What?
SBDs.
What the fuck was that?
Silent but deadly.
Someone's been popping them out, I know that.
I had a couple of noises in there, but nothing that was legible apart from that. Never.
Shall we go, because we've never been in the attic park, shall we go to the attic?
Yeah, because that's meant to be you to get out. Oh, you've been there.
Oh,
haven't you?
Yeah.
They're good.
What you're supposed to, that's what you're supposed to really know, get out.
Yeah,
Get out.
or do like 25 did it or something like that.
Oh, easy.
Even Rob said he's never had that many tenants.
Come on, if there are any spirits here with us, come on, talk to us. Anything you have to say? Any message you have for us?
Is that another get out? Why? Get out.
Get out. Ah, right. Nearly at least.
Feels a bit cold in here.
Everyone in?
It is, it's freezing.
Okay. Do you want to try it? If there's somebody in here with us, when you see the red light come on, can you speak nice and loudly into this box in my hand? Can you tell us your name? It's gone really cold in here.
It has.
No.
If you could come a little bit closer and tell me how many of them are you here?
Whoa. It's like 16 or something.
It sounds like 7.
Sounds like 7, you bitch. It actually sounds like that.
I had 80. No, 80.
718 or something.
80.
7:15.
If there is somebody here with us, use the energy, use the collective energies in this room, in this building, channel it into this trolley and push the trolley. If there is somebody in this room, do you want to speak to us? It seems to have stopped, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you mean a woman being here?
Okay.
Was that a yes?
Sounds like fuck.
Do it one more time.
Fuck or something.
Fuck off, is what it sounds like.
Go on, come and tell us to get out again if you want us to leave.
You have to say it very loudly. We're all a bit deaf.
Come and tell us to get out again if you want us to leave. You have to say it very loudly. We're all a bit deaf.
That said it then, dead
did.
faint.
It did.
Did it?
Yeah.
It was really faint.
Come and tell us to get out again if you want us to leave. You have to say it very loudly. We're all a bit deaf.
Get out.
Yes.
Do you hear it over there?
Yeah. It did go solid, didn't it? You
Tell you
know.
what.
That was as clear as it
It
gets
was.
out.
Go on then, let's try again, shall we?
Why do you want us to get out?
I want him to see something different.
Might think.
That'll just pick them up speaking.
Yeah, but that's all let's keep on seeing. Let's get out.
Hold on.
And I'll see something else.
He has said one things.
That was something else, that.
What?
Fuck you.
You sure that wasn't me?
Try
No,
that
that
again.
wasn't you. Didn't pick you up.
Fuck you.
Oh yeah.
Fuck you. Is that all it can see? Is get out. And that's what I must have responded. Fuck you.
Go on then.
I'll try saying what I said before.
See the cheeky boy.
One sec. That's incredibly rude. How dare you speak to us like that? If you want us to leave, just ask us nicely and say, please leave. I think that just recorded loads.
It sounds like, it looks like it.
That's incredibly rude. How dare you speak to us like that? If you want us to leave, just ask us nicely and say, please leave.
Whoa.
Oh my fucking god. Holy Jesus. Right, someone else holds this.
Do you want more women to come up here?
That was me on this audio.
Would you like more men to come up here?
It's laughing.
It sounds like a name, that. Listen, the first bit.
It sounds the very first little bit. It sounds like. Shall we bring Claire up here?
I don't know.
Why are you being rude to us? Why are you swearing? Why don't you just ask us nicely? Do you only react to men? Don't like it when women talk, do they?
Do you want me
I
to
think
try
he
again?
thinks the women are beneath him.
try it.
Though, isn't it? They were like that back in them days, or weren't they?
Oh yeah.
They didn't like women one little bit. Well, I didn't like big bullies.
I'm wondering if I met before you. Well, you want to press record. I'm wondering, will he not swear at women? Is that what it is? Is it only the men he'll swear at?
Are you just too cowardly to speak to us when we're in a big group? Or is this just a game? Do you just like trying to scare us? There's nothing you can do, is there? You're just a coward. I'm sure it might have picked some up then.
You're just too cowardly to speak to us when we're in a big group. Or is this just a game?
Just do that bang.
Trying to scare us. There's nothing you can do, is there? You're just a coward.
There it is again.
Try again if you can tell us your name and let us know how old you are.
It sounds like a Richard.
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 Definitely the rich bit of Richard.
Thank you. If it is Richard, can you just give her a yes?
Richard, get out. So it sounds like, yeah.
Harry, come forward, try a little bit harder to give her your name and how old you are.
Good answer.
That's a no.
Okay.
Why don't you want to tell her your name?
I don't fucking like you.
What?
That's
Okay.
what it sounds like. Put that on again.
Aye.
What do you think of that?
Well, it's hard to make anything else.
Simple questions. You obviously, you know you are dead, correct? Get something maybe?
It flashed.
Nice.
What was that?
What's that?
Help.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit.
That,
Okay.
is that Danny?
Is that?
Is that? Did you say help? Do you want us to help you? There we go. Maybe. Let's start again.
Oh shit.
What was that?
What was that?
Play that again.
What didn't hear that?
Ooh. Put that in. Play that again. Eh?
It's like all right.
That it does, doesn't it? You're alright.
Before we leave, you said before that you didn't like someone. Who is it you don't like?
Sorry.
We'll just leave it at it, doesn't it?
Because as soon as you're seeing it flash, you're saying there we go and stopping it.
Fair point. Just to clarify, please, is there something we can do? Sorry, yeah, is there something we can do to help you? Can't make that out.
Well, hey.
Please leave something.
I'm not sure.
Sounds like please help. It just sounds like please help.
3 words there.
Please leave me.
Please.
That's
Please
what I'm
leave
hearing.
me.
Please help me, or please leave me.
Please leave me.
This
Danny?
isn't the same person that's swearing, is it?
Don't think it
it's
is,
not
no.
the same
This is
person.
Danny.
Danny,
Okay.
if that's you, before you told us that you couldn't get out, that you could not leave this place, are you asking us to help you?
If this place gets pulled down by the bulldozers in a few weeks' time, will that release you?
You've got anything? No.
There's got to be somebody around here that wants to talk with.
Swore at, we're getting told to get out. The next minute we're getting asked for help. When we ask if you're stuck here, you say no. Now, why do you choose to stay here by yourself, shouting at people? If you can get out, why are you still here?
That was someone zipping.
Okay, we're going to wander off somewhere else now. Danny, it's your last chance. If Danny is there, if you can get through, is there something you want to tell us before we leave? Danny.
That picked a couple of things up.
Oh my gosh. That was just a scream.
Yeah, let's leave.
Okay.
That's giving me goosebumps and my eyes
Yeah.
are watering.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
In the corner. Oh, you
Careful.
I did that before it hurts, didn't it?
In the corner.
Might that be?
Through this tree.
Yeah, there's only 5 of us.
Oh, it is there.
But you can see.
How old are you?
23.
What?
What's he going to do when he gets knocked down?
He's gonna get up again. You're never gonna keep.
You're daft calling out to a trolley.
Anytime you do an event that I'm at, request to be in my first group. Does anyone else hear what sounds like almost a phantom aircraft? No? Not gonna work? Okay, I tried.
So guys, I hope you all enjoyed that. It was, I've seen the comments going down, so thank you very much for all your comments. I've already had Claire on asking me to play another one next week. I haven't decided what I was going to play next Friday, so I'll have a look through the archive and see if I can pull any more of these off. If you do, or you would like to see another ghost hunt next week on Friday, then please drop us a message and let us know. Because yeah, I'm up for ideas. If there's anything that we've recorded and you'd really like to see that again, then do, please let us know. I know not this Sunday, but the Sunday after, I've already been requested that I play a dance show for one of my dance schools. So that's a potential. But playing us out this evening is the wonderful Victor Michael. It's another sample of what we have coming up on Sunday at 8 o'clock. Victor's band Twisted Anthems. And to be honest with you, I have to be honest, I think that this particular rendition of this particular song is very apt for this evening. So guys and girls, please, please, please stay safe. Remember, wash your hands and stay indoors. We'll catch up very soon.
Thank you very much. Come on, we need some more people on the dance floor. Like I said, we're going to have to. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy wrote several amazing songs. This is our favourite. This is our version of Mr. Stevie Wonder. We're going to have a little bit of superstition, okay? On the balcony. Here we go. Thank you.